Scientists have identified the period from November to April as having increased earthquake activity around the globe. This came to light following observations made by Newsfirst of several earthquakes which have occurred across the globe in the recent past. A major earthquake in Ecuador on Saturday had claimed the lives of 272 people as of today. Foreign media reports indicate that the number of injured has increased to 2,527.
Search and rescue operations for people trapped under buildings that were reduced to rubble in the Ecuador earthquake are continuing. Landslides in the area are hampering rescue efforts. The 7.8 magnitude earthquake damaged roads in western parts of the South American country and reduced several buildings to rubble. Thousands of people have been left homeless by the disaster. While an earthquake was also reported from Japan 2 days before the disaster in Ecuador, Professor Atula Senaratne of the Geology Department at the Peradeniya University says that when analyzing earthquake data from the past 200 to 300 years, a pattern of increased geological activity is evident between the months of November and April. Emeritus Professor D.C. Disanayak of the Peradeniya University believes that as tremors triggered by major earthquakes travel across the globe, they may trigger a chain reaction.
Possible that one earthquake can trigger another earthquake elsewhere. So these are interconnected. Now the question might be asked, will it affect Sri Lanka? Now one cannot predict, but the distance and other factors seem to indicate that there is nothing to fear, but yet. So that means that these are interconnected, and the distance certainly matters, but the effects can eventually be felt.
If you take into consideration the past 24 hours, 23 earthquakes have been reported. In the past 48 hours, there have been reports of over 53 earthquakes, and in the past 2 weeks alone, 355 earthquakes have been reported from around the globe. Now, if you take a closer look at this map, you will see that over 90% of earthquakes have taken place around this region known as the Ring of Fire, which surrounds the Pacific Ocean. Now, if you study this closer, you will see that there have been scores of earthquakes in and around Indonesia. Now, when we study the seismic activity of the past, this area around the South Americas closer to Peru and Ecuador are seen as highly prone to earthquakes. Now, if you take the past 4 months of 2016, there have been reports of 5 earthquakes which have measured more than 7 on the Richter scale. And as of now, over 300 people have lost their lives in the earthquakes that rocked Japan and Ecuador in the past week.